If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen all the posts and all the stress I've been under when it comes to my Dropbox account. Dropbox, the cloud storage service that millions of people use to keep their files safe and accessible, has decided to disable my account with no reason or warning and then refuse customer support. So for every day Dropbox decides to ignore me, I'll be sending them a sexy Pokemon Lewd. It'll be tasteful, but lewd. Like this sexy Charizard. But before we get into this gigantic mess, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like and consider subscribing if you learned something new. Or maybe you just like lewd Pokemon. Now this is a big deal for a couple of reasons. The main one being that everything I have ever worked on in my career, whether it be film, photography, YouTube, past edits, scripts for future projects, from pictures of my dog to pictures of me dressed as Ball Guy, everything I hold dear was sitting tight in that little cloud that I thought was safe and trusted for multiple years. I mean, I'm paying $200 annually so that whenever someone asks me what I do with my free time, I can show them a video about sexy Pokemon. Or brag that my most popular video is about innuendos in a children's game. Needless to say, my entire life was upended because of the situation. I couldn't get any of my files. Clients couldn't see the content of links I sent them, and I had to deal with a lot of email. And because I like to pull assets from the cloud for all of my videos, including collaborations, whole projects were just nuked. It felt like I was punched in the stomach, like the wind was knocked out of me. And for an entire week almost, I couldn't think straight. This was a major wake-up call, and I'm just gonna pause this story to say this. Understand that none of your files are safe in any of these clouds. These services are advertised as safe and secure, but they're anything but. Maybe they're safe and secure from like a wild bear, but a domesticated bear? Wherever your files are, draw your sword, protect them, and copy them. Go to your local electronics store, Amazon, I think even GameStop sells hard drives now. Wait a second, does GameStop sell hard drives? Okay, yeah, they do. I just picked up this Fire CUDA gaming hard drive. It's 2 to 5 terabytes, plenty of space, looks cool, not super expensive. I just need it to be a cradle to hold everything that I love. Disclaimer, this is not an ad. I just like the stock. When all this started happening, I was scared, but I believed it was just a misunderstanding. I'll submit a support ticket, miss a day of work, answer a few patient emails. But I had confidence that this would roll over and everything would be just fine. So just to be sure, I did what every struggling person does, and I went to Reddit. Turns out many people have had their accounts disabled, and some of them have been waiting months with no response to their support tickets. While making this video, I went and checked. Even more accounts have been disabled, with support not answering even one message. Confused customers are signing off their posts with "getting desperate." So I have no doubt that by the time I'm finished editing this video, and you're seeing it right now, there have been a lot more people coming forth with the same exact problem. And that's why this Dropbox fiasco is so dangerous. Yeah, dangerous. Like domesticated bear dangerous. Because, you know, is he really? Let me paint you a picture of what I went through and what I've discovered everyone else has also gone through. Your account gets disabled. Confused, you try to reset your password. You send in a ticket. They seem to be ignoring tickets. So what about the community forum? Surely I can go there and get an answer. Banned for asking about your disabled account. Or even worse than getting banned is having fucking super loser Mark over here tell you that all hope is lost. Hi, unfortunately, disabled accounts mean that you have been terminated for breach of terms and conditions. Yikes. Therefore, it is very, very, very unlikely the account will be restored. By the fact tickets are not being replied to, I'd say that it won't be. Use my ass, Mark.
Use your ass?
Yeah, it's funny, right?
Using your ass means that he's fucking you.
Yeah, that's because he is fucking me, and everyone else too. Imagine losing years of photos, of finance documents, videos and assets you've commissioned, maybe even a piece of art or a novel you were currently working on, your life's work. Poof. And AliExpress Genie over here says,
Boo-hoo.
Boo-hoo! You fuck off!
so what do you do? You do the next best thing. You hit up the socials, except Dropbox has like 10 of them, and none of them are helpful. Look at my messages with support. They never even responded to me. And sexy Flygon. Okay, maybe I did breach TOS, but there aren't any police sirens outside, and the feds aren't trying to break down my door. So surely I could fix this and maybe just delete the problematic file. Their TOS even says, we'll provide you with reasonable advance notice to remedy the activity that they deem breaks TOS, unless doing so would cause us legal liability or compromise our ability to provide the services to our other users, or we're prohibited from doing so by law. Again, I don't hear the feds. So what gives, Dropbox? Inquiring minds want to know. What Dropbox is doing to its customers right now is dangerous.
20-year-old Naperville man opened his stock trading app on his phone. It showed him close to $1 million in the red.
And soon after, Alexander Kearns committed suicide.
Alex Kearns died thinking that he owed hundreds of thousands for stock market losses on Robinhood, and his parents are currently suing over his death. Alex Kearns believed it was hopeless. He couldn't talk to a human at Robinhood, and the exact situation is happening to what seems like thousands of Dropbox users. It is impossible to get in contact with an actual human. Even calling Dropbox by the support number only brings you back to the community forums or sales, and trust me, Jeff in sales has no idea what the fuck is happening. Dropbox is even going as far as to hide comments on Twitter that are asking about their disabled accounts. With no reason, no warning, no communication at all, or effort to protect their own users, Dropbox is proving to the world that if they wanted to, they could pull off one of the largest rug pulls in all of history. It's like they took a hostage, but then they never told you what the demands were, so you have no hope of ever seeing them again. The fear and uncertainty this kind of situation brings upon anyone's mental health should be criminal. Anyway, after many attempts of me trying to contact them, pulling my hair out, and anxiety, I finally got an email. Hello, good guy Ghastly. Your account has been reactivated. No explanation. Don't get me wrong, I am incredibly relieved that I have my account back and all my files are now safe, but I can't help but feel lucky. I felt that even though it only took 2 sexy Pokemon photos to get my account back, what about everyone else? The people who didn't think to send lewd Pokemon photos to Dropbox's Twitter. So even though there's a happy ending for myself, I still believe that this video needed to be made. Because for a long time I've made parody edits, but this time I felt like I could actually make a difference by at least getting this out into the world, making people aware of the malpractice that Dropbox is currently performing. I'll be dropping out of Dropbox from here on out. It served me well until it didn't. And that's the lesson in this story. No one is going to care about your belongings more than you. So be careful. Back up your photos, your career, that novel that you're working on. Because in the snap of a finger, it could all be gone. You could lose everything in this digital fire. Thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this, whether it was a laugh or just a reminder to back up your entire existence. I'd appreciate it if you left a like, shared this on Twitter, at me at GoodGuyGhastly, and tag Dropbox too. We should get that trending. Let's get hashtag drop Dropbox trending, because this is just so bad. Hashtag drop Dropbox.